gentlemen, please stand for the pledges of allegiance. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Most of you already know me, but I feel as if I should introduce myself. My name is Ferris Turney, and I am the salutatorian at Lindale High School. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. Before I begin, I would like to thank every one of you, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, for coming to this important event, especially those who have traveled for several hours to come and see us taking the next step in our lives. I'm honored to be speaking to all of you tonight and hope that even though I don't have nearly any skill in public speaking, I can send a good message and inspire at least one person here. My only real experience in public speaking comes from the speech classes I had to take in the 8th grade. And most of you might have known me as the quiet kid, and I know that my kindergarten teacher, Miss Thornhill, remembers my first day very well. I cried for most of the day, and my mom told me before I left that I was also the first kid that she had to hold. But looking back on it, that was really just a one-time thing and hasn't happened again. Every year I've gotten more and more used to school and have now acquired a sense of belonging, and it's become a home away from home. It's not the first day of kindergarten anymore, though, where we can cry like I did instead of doing work. Most of us, unless you have a summer birthday like me, are adults, and it's the end of our senior year and high school career. And to get an idea of what's possible in our future, we must look back to see what we did in high school. Take a look at what we haven't always done that well, but this year we did advance to the state finals, and that is something to be proud of. And look at UIL. Our UIL teams, like science, coached by Mr. Walton and Miss Lyles, journalism, coached by Miss Morrow, and even though we didn't advance in the math events, they were coached by Miss Heron, and she worked just as hard as everyone else. And, well,
It happens.
it's right there. There's a lot more things that I can talk about, but not really any of you want to sit through me listing out UIL results, and I don't really either, to be honest. So I'll leave it with, we are the 4A UIL Academic State Champions. And what that means, in short, is that we are good at setting records. And even though it's not really my job to talk about the future, you all should continue setting those records. Now I have a question, and it's rhetorical, please don't answer. What makes Lindale schools better than every other school in the area? Some of you might say it's a small town with a small class size, which is a good thing, but above all, I believe that the Lindale High School is so much better than everything else because of the education that they give us. Our teachers, staff, custodians, administrators, and others work so very hard to provide the best that they can to us. And even through these uncertain times of COVID, they have continued to do their best to guide us through our senior year. Not all of school has been a bad experience filled with homework assigned by crazy teachers. In fact, those teachers are part of what made these years so much better. For the rest of my life, I believe that some of my best memories and experiences will come from the classes I have been in high school. I'll never forget my 2nd period construction class with Coach Phillips, or my 6th period class with Miss Heron, or any of my AP classes, even though they were hard, they were fun. Or my 8th period DIM, or Digital Interactive Media class with Miss English. And that is kind of a special memory, so I'm going to go off on a tangent for a minute. So, one day there was a sub, and somebody brought Halo, and the entire class, almost, we played Halo. And the next day, Miss English came around and checked everyone's assignments for progress. And somehow I managed to fake something. But that's something I'll never forget, and now that I've finished reminiscing about the past, I think I should also note a couple statistics the same way Ronick did a few years ago. As of 2018 and 2019, only 88% of U.S. high school students graduated, and you are a part of that, or not. In Texas, only 93% graduated, which is a little bit better, and you are. Now, all of you are a step ahead of that 12% or 7%, which is extremely important in the real world. We have not only earned our high school diplomas, but a diploma from the best high school in our area. Not everyone is given such a special opportunity to succeed in the real world like you have, and for that, you should truly be thankful. Now that I've made my two main points, like I do in any of my essays, I have to say goodbye, which for me is the hardest part. I've never been good with conclusions. I'd never survive in an AP English class. But all good things must come to an end, and I think it's right that I leave you all with a quote from Henry David Thoreau that can hopefully motivate a few of you out there. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving those goals. While we are in the process of graduating from high school, I hope that all of you will understand me when I say that that isn't the most important part. The most important part, in my opinion, is what we have gone through to get here. Whether training for college or for the real world, the classes we have taken have prepared us for this next step. Thank you all again so very much for taking the time out of your day to come out and see us take the next step in our lives. And I hope with my limited speaking skills, I have conveyed a decent message and inspired a few of you while also reminiscing about these past years. Now, I hand it off to Braden Heiser, my good friend, and again, thank you. Is this okay?